Bitcoin is at a level where it's time to sell and reduce your position size. What's going on, guys? Johnny Trades here, and today I'm going to talk to you about BTC and how they've already hit a new all-time high. They just recently touched 126,244, and my gosh, has it sold off quite a bit since it touched those levels, pulling all the way back down to 120,600 and slowly pushing your way back up. Now, why do I say that it's time to reduce your position size? Well, it may be a little late already, but if you were up at 125, 126 recently, then you might want to take a little off and then buy some more at the bottom. Now, for everyone who is a member of our Learn to Earn team here, we can see that we call it out when it touches anywhere between 107 and about 110. This green line, this area here is where we'd want to buy. Okay, now that it's pushed up to 122s and 126 levels, this would be the area you want to sell or take some profit off the table. Now it is up 14% from those lows to these highs. And if you were able to catch that move perfectly up to 126, that'd be a 15% return. Now, even so, you want to take a little off the top right now with a 10% return. That's definitely possible. And then once you take some off the top, you could buy more when it comes back down. Now, there's nothing saying this has to come back down to that 110, 112 level. We might never see these levels again. As you can see, it was at these levels in May, and it kind of flatlined for a little bit in this range before popping up to that first time 123. Then it pulled back, popped up again to 124, close to 125, pulled all the way back to 107, and this is creating a horizontal pattern. What I love about horizontal patterns is you can make money on them by buying low and selling high, making potentially multiple 10%. This was a 14%. This one right here was a 10% move. This one right here was another 10%. And this one right here was a 15% move. So you have, three 10s and a 15. That's 30. That's 45% profit that you could have made buying the low, selling the high. Now, what a lot of people don't understand in maybe the investing space is if you're buying at 125 and you're at 122, well, you're now at a small loss because you did buy at those 125 levels, right? And now it's at 122, you're actually down around 2 or 3%. But if you're buying low and you're waiting and you're selling at a higher level, then you could actually lock in some profits. And that's exactly what our team on our Learn to Earn team is doing. We call out the lows, we buy those lows, and then we go up and we take some off the top. Now you don't have to sell your entire position, but for example, let's just make an example here and say that you have $1,000. Okay, you put $1,000 in at $100,000 base. It goes up 15%. Bitcoin makes 15,000 on 100 grand. You, if you're putting in 1,000, would make $150. Now that's not bad. But here's the kicker. That $150 is now taken off the top. You have your initial $1,000 to reinvest. You wait for the dip, and then you're able to what? Buy again. And not only with 1,000, maybe you buy it with 1,150 now. Go up 15%. You make another $200, and you rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Now, there are a lot of people who are holding Bitcoin, wanting it to go to 150, hoping it goes to 200. And I'm not saying that it can't, but what I am saying is, why not lock in some profits, take some off the top, so that way you can kind of mitigate the risk. So when you do get these big pullbacks, you're taking majority of your money out of the market, you're waiting for the pullback, and then you're buying more at the low, selling at the high. Well, we're at a critical level now. As you can see on the 1 hour, it's bouncing off of this moving average. It's retesting this 122 as a resistance, and if it gets hold above that level, then that could be a new support. As you can see, this horizontal pattern here and all this consolidation around 121 to 123, there's a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers. If we can hold above this level, we can see this push up to new highs. If it gets rejected and can't hold above this moving average, then we could see this sell off and come right back down to the area where we would want to buy. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of kind of my trading style and what I'm doing with Bitcoin. I'm investing when it's a really low number and I get those alerts that it's pulled back 5-10%, and I'm selling when I get those alerts that it's gone up 5-10-15%. With that said, I appreciate your time. Like always, smash the like button and let's end the year on a green note, team. Have a great day.